Welcome to a special look at the story so far of the 2020 AIA Singapore Premier League. The 25th season of the SPL was sparked by the emergence of big spenders Lion City Sailors and the reintroduction of league pioneers Tanjong Pagar United. Plus, a guaranteed spot in next season's AFC Champions League has got teams gunning for the top. We begin our review with a look at Week 1, starting with three-time winners Albirex Niigata taking on Geylang International at the Jurong East Stadium in front of 2,500 fans.
Here is the starting lineup for Albirex Niigata, and as mentioned, just the one survivor from that incredible campaign back in 2018, that being Hiroyoshi Kamata, and the captain for this season, you see him there, number 5, Kazuki Hashioka. He has an incredible backstory in that his younger brother is currently playing for the Aurora Red Diamonds, and at 20 has already made an appearance for the Japanese national team. Moving on to Geylang International, and as we've mentioned, a team decimated by big problems in injuries and unavailability. Barry Maguire's S-Pass hasn't come through in time. He won't play. There's a concussion problem for Khairul Nizam, the younger brother of Khairul Amri. And when you look at that starting 11, there is some talent there with Ishikawa leading from the back and the bright wings talent of Christopher Van Hoosen there as well, the joint leading assist maker in the Singapore Premier League last season. It's going to be fascinating to see how the Kyrgyzstani player Kamaluddin Tashiev, who only joined last week, gets on. Keep an eye out as well for another strong Singaporean starlet in Joshua Pereira. Assembled teams to try and compete. We've extensively talked about Geylang's injury and selection problems, so we can kind of, to some extent, give them a pass. But Albirex have been disappointed to this point, up until that effort from Tomoyuki Doi, and the rebound comes in, and the goal is scored by Ryo Nishiguchi. Well, they've dominated possession, but Zainal's barely had a shot to save until that fine effort from Tomoyuki Doi. Zainal did well to get something to it, but the rebound comes out to Nishiguchi, and Albirex give Geylang the killer blow just before half-time. Albirex Niigata 1, Geylang International 0. They're queuing up number 2. Going to be 2 goals in 2 minutes. Oh, Zainal did well that time. Should have been 2. Great play from Iman Hakim. Twisting and turning. Was it Nagasawa? Oh, look at that! My word, that was a sensationally improvised header, and time stood still. No one moved, including Zainal. And if that had gone in, well, it would have been an ingenious goal from Ryo Sakuma. Have a look at this. There's a dangerous cross, and that might have been a push in fairness, but the referee's not giving it. Well, the assistant over on the far side has. That was a push, wasn't it, from Panagiotis Leonardos? Many thanks to Duncan Elias. He's confirmed that it was Harith Kanadi who has also made way. Red card! Well, Fareed has given a red card, and if you thought it could get ugly before, goodness gracious me, business is going to pick up for the Japanese now. Geylang already trailing, already struggling now, play with 10, and it must have been for dissent. Well, on the deck is the man that's just come on. Oh, that was a headbutt. Never mind dissent. The referee, and look at how stupid can you be? The referee was 4 feet away from him. But to do that is bad enough. To do it when the referee's standing next to you, incredible. There'll be a free kick to Geylang, taking it quickly. Get it to Firdous. They cough it straight back up, and that was one of their problems at the start of the first half, wasn't it? Just not being able to play the ball out of their own penalty area effectively. The cross comes in, they're lining up, and it's 2! Ryosuke Nagasawa! And Albirex Niigata, hold on to your hats watching at home. This could now come down to a numbers game. 6 minutes into the second half, Albirex double their lead, game is over. Geylang now need to fight for respectability. I think it would lend itself to the in-swinger here. Goes for goal, and Zainal, to his credit, was alert to the danger. But they went for goal there with Tomoyuki Doi. He's got work to do because they're in again. That's a delightful touch. Goes across, goal! And they want handball, and they'll get handball. It's a penalty. Geylang's day goes from bad to worse after a brilliant run from the substitute Ryo Tamiguchi. He beat it. Ichikawa all ends up Now, the referee's being spoken to. Who's speaking to the referee here? Oh, it's another red card. Geylang in disarray. The latest man to join Varese in the sheds, and they're going to play over half an hour with 9. The handball, I don't think he actually said anything, just the deliberate handball to prevent a clear goal-scoring opportunity. It's the 9-man of Geylang against the 11 of Albirex, with Tomoyuki Doi looking for his first goal of the season. Oh, it just slipped in! The White Swans lead 3-0. An hour gone at Jurong East, and Tomoyuki Doi makes it Albirex 3, Geylang International 0. Iqbal takes one touch, isn't that good? I don't like seeing it when he's close to Rio Sakuma, who he's just had the coming together with. Oh, Albirex, there's no offside flag here. Kamata in acres of space, he's got Doi in the middle! And still Doi, second bite of the cherry out to the area, and it's 4. Ryoa Taniguchi makes it 4 with 14 minutes to play, and Geylang are in disarray. 77 gone, Albirex 4, Geylang 0. 35 minutes to go. On the run, Doi can't get there. Oh, it's a nightmare, Zainal! Well, good reactions from Zainal. Twice now they've almost scored own goals in the last 5 minutes, Geylang. Hashioka into the area, Hashioka gets it back, Hashioka! Oh, from the narrowest of angles. I don't think he missed by much, certainly didn't miss by as much as it might have looked at first glance there. And the referee, and I think along with the Geylang supporters, has now seen enough. Our official, Zulfikar Mustafa, blows the full time on the first game of the 2020 Singapore Premier League season. And it's the 2018 champions that have got off to the best possible start. It's finished here, Albirex Niigata 4, Geylang International 0.
I'm very happy that I'm able to make my debut in the Premier League. Most importantly, the team got the 3 points, and that's what we are very happy about.
We're all really disappointed because it's been a long pre-season and we all worked really hard, playing against some decent teams, good teams, and we're all just disappointed with the result, but we got to keep our heads down and keep grinding and try better for the next game.
3-time champions Albirex Niigata made full use of their superior numerical advantage as they put 4 goals past Geylang International, perhaps a sign that they mean business in a bid to reclaim their title. Time for a breather now, but don't go too far as we continue our review of Week 1 after the break. Welcome back to the recap of the story so far in the AIA Singapore Premier League. We head to Jurong West Stadium next as the Young Lions take on last season's second runners-up, Hougang United.
So let's go through the lineups then. Young Lions have got 3 players in their starting lineup today. As we know, they do change quite frequently. A lot of their players have left. The skipper, Jacob Mahler, he's now in charge after Josh Pereira has departed to Geylang International. Ridwan Fikri came in on a free and he starts, so that'll be exciting for him. And Safri Jupre and Harris Stewart both came from Hougang Under-19, so this will be interesting up against their old club. And talking of their old club, Hougang United, well, they just had a game a few days ago against Ho Chi Minh City, as I mentioned, in the AFC Cup. And there are 4 changes from that side, and that's partially enforced because of the Under-23 rule. Remember, 3 of them have to start a game, so the 3 youngsters in, Jordan Vestering, Farhan Zulkifli, and Daniel Martins, who was plying his trade last season with Albirex Niigata. Well, Young Lions tend to have that reputation of a team that struggle. Clementino knows if he has any chance of going a little further in the league. Really nicely done by him. Nicely done as well by Afik Noor, and he's got to surely score here. Way too easy for Stipe Plazibat. Fantastic cross in from Afiq Noor. And that is goal number 50 in the Singapore Premier League for Stipe Plazibat. Hence his little celebration there. 50 goals. How impressive is that? Nicely done between Matchel and Anumantan. Good ball through. And they got problems here. Very nice save. He decided to go for a goal himself. And on the rebound, that's a wonderful finish from Jordan Vestering. Farhan Zulkifli went for goal first on the follow-up after actually very good work from Ridwan. Jordan Vestering, brilliant. And that is two. I was just talking about that high line. And once again, it caused him problems. Zach Anderson, forward by him. Oh, and that's risky, isn't it? Very risky from Safi. Could have gone first time with the ball, it didn't. Was there a little? That's a foul, surely. That's a foul. Jacob Marler. Well, earlier on, they're pointing to the fact that there was a foul on Safi. That foul. Well, there was definitely an arm in the face. And that possibly could have been a foul. That is a foul by Jacob Marler. This to make it 3-0. Easy does it for Stipe Plazibat. And goal number 51 in the SPL. Real problems here now for Young Lions. They're looking at a massive scoreline. Slip through. Reza Reski, could he have gone for goal? Abdur Razak, his chance now. Oh, it's off the woodwork. Great opportunity. Couple of shots blocked. Better from Young Lions. Best chance they've had so far. Went across the keeper, did everything correct. Just couldn't find the back of the net. But it's still alive here. Good feet, very good feet from Abdur Razak. Chance here, it's gone in! Ilhan Fundy gets on the score sheet. Young Lions have given themselves a little lifeline here. And they've been pushing, haven't they, in this second half. Wasn't sure there was enough power in that header. Khairul Hind might be disappointed with that. Nice little layoff. Here's Harris, now Ilhan. Ball is bobbling around. Very difficult. A chance here. Ilhan, was that one touch too many? It's going in. Surely they can put it away. No, they can't. Jordan Vestering scrambles it clear. Off the woodwork. There you go. The ball difficult to control. Just cutting inside. It was a shot, probably wasn't good enough. Slip through. Now Stipe Plazibat. He's on for the hat-trick. Plazibat rolls it in. And that puts an end to any hopes of a comeback here. And they can sing a little better now, a little more comfortably, a little bit more relaxed now. The Hools. Referee has blown time on the 5 minutes. That was academic anyway. It was Stipe Plazibat with his hat-trick goal. The final score, Jurong West Stadium. It's Young Lions 1, Hougang United 4.
Overall, yes, the result is 4-1 is not what we want also. But again, as I say, it's a very positive, and I hope that, from this game, the players can know that what is the real X-League football is all about.
Of course, there are things that needs to be improved, but at the end of the day, we need to give Young Lions a credit, and they did very well to basically shackle us, especially at the start of the second half. I mean, credit to the boys. Yeah, they work hard, but to overturn a 3-1, I think is quite challenging for them. At the end of the day, I think 3 points matters for us.
Hougang United romped to a convincing 4-1 victory, with Stipe Plazibat revelling in his return to the front line for the Cheetahs, claiming the first hat-trick of the season. Our final stop of the week sees us head to our Tampines hub as Singapore Cup winners Tampines Rovers take on Balestier Khalsa.
As we check out the team lineups confirmation, Erwin Shah is down to the bench. Joel Chu, who's shone for the first hour at the Community Shield, he's back in the starting lineup. And Boris Kapotovic, 6 goals in his first 7 games in the Stag shirt. Can he make it 7 in 8 today? Taufik Sapano, another reminder, he was a scorer in the 3-3 draw between these two teams when they met here in September. As for Balestier Khalsa, well, plenty of new names, and boy, do they need them. But the ones that really stand out, well, you have to say Shuhei Hoshino, who is an absolute standout for Albirex when they won the title, going undefeated in 2018. He scored 18 goals in that title-winning campaign, but the big question is, will he get the same service here playing for Balestier in 2020 that he got when he played for Albirex in 2018? Elsewhere, Sime Zuzul was a big man for Balestier last season. We expect him to come to the fore. He managed to get 9 goals and 9 assists in 2019, and we've already touched on that giant centre-back number 5, Ensar Bruncevic. Coming out on top, that's cleared on over the head of Joel Chu, but Joel Chu will get a second chance here. Nakamura out to Shannon. Nakamura, Joel Chu can fashion the cross here. Joel Chu across the face, the beauty! And Boris gets another! Wow, that was a beautifully worked goal for Tampines, so reminiscent of the goals they scored against Hougang a week ago. Nakamura, Joel Chu, and big Boris linking up. Boris Kapotovic with his 7th goal in 8 games since joining Tampines. 7.5 played. Tampines 1, Balestier Khalsa 0. And they've not really worked Shazwan at all, just that one shot from open play that came in from Hazwan that the Tampines stopper dealt with easily. Over the top, Boris has got goal side here. Boris has got goal side, can he make it 2? Just past the post, but Boris Kapotovic with pace to burn, left his man for dead. And he'll be disappointed with that. Should really be 2-0 Tampines. Zazul. Jordan Webb. Looks to be in the mood today, doesn't he, Jordan Webb? Well, there's no flag here. Play on's the decision. Zazul for Hoshino! Well, Zazul was trying to play it across the face of Golda Hoshino. I wonder, though, whether he got caught in 2 minds there. It was a little bit too close to the keeper to be a shot. And now a chance is going to be offside here, I fancy. But the flag stays down because he left it sensibly for Zazul. Well, Hoshino was offside there and sensibly left it for Zazul. And that, again, is a chance they've created. They've not been able to finish. And an example of a slight lack of understanding between the two there. It was that moment's hesitation that cost them. If he'd have touched this Hoshino, the assistant referee was going to put his flag up. But 15 goals last season, no fluke. He's going to be a main threat again, Nakamura. Oh, that's really strong defensive work from Balestier. And now the run could be on for Zazul. Zazul's got one man to beat. He's got support herring up as well. Can Zazul level it up? Oh, what an opportunity. A great defending from Shannon. And he wins the free kick. What a chance that was for Balestier Khalsa on the break. I think it was Kartik herring up, was it, in support? Do well to clear the lines eventually. Big Bruno was alive to that clearance, and now Balestier can enjoy their first meaningful possession, really. Hoshino, what a dink that is from Hoshino! Oh, they've blown that big time. That was a golden opportunity created by Shuhei Hoshino. The anticipation just wasn't there, and Hazwan will be disappointed. The back. It's a dangerous tactic for Mino. Here's a chance, overhead kick. What a spectacular equaliser that would have been. And it all came from Tampines Rovers messing around, playing it out from the back from a goal kick. Oh, there's Zazul barreling his way through. Hoshino. Oh, he's got the penalty, has he? Yes. My, oh my. Well, they can't say it hasn't been coming, Tampines. With a 1-goal advantage, they flirted with danger one time too many. And the 2018 top scorer in the Singapore Premier League, Shuhei Hoshino, has won the penalty that's going to give Balestier the chance to level this up with over half an hour to play. Hoshino! Oh, he's missed it! What on earth happened there? Well, we talked all the way through the first half how Shuhei Yoshino just needed something to break for him. Well, let's have a look at this penalty. It's come off the keeper, I think. I thought initially it hit the post, but as the keeper saved it with the back of his legs. He has, hasn't he? What a save that is from Shazwan. It's one of the fondest memories I've got in Singapore football, that screamer he scored against Albirex 2 seasons ago here. Imagine if he could do it now wearing the red of Balestier. Here they come again, Balestier, to the edge of the area. Lovely back flick, finish! Oh, has he got a touch on that for Hoshino? He has. Shuhei Yoshino, having seen a penalty saved by Shazwan, has now seen a glorious opportunity go a-begging as well. Finally out of Balestier's sails. If Balestier can get it, there's enough time here if Tampines tie up. But here they come with Jordan Webb and Boris. Jordan Webb ducks inside. Jordan Webb! Just over the bar. What a handful the pair of those Tampines strikers are. Here's Jordan Webb, switch to the right-hand side now. Jordan Webb, lovely play with Mehmedovic. Jordan Webb from a narrow angle. Here's Boris. What a goal-saving tackle that was. It doesn't get any better than that from Fadley, I think it was. Boris Kapulovic looks certain to score his second to put the game beyond Balestier Khalsa. Time added on to play. Or are they just being patient with their build-up before putting the trigger? Jordan Webb for Nakamura. Nakamura back to the edge of the area. Mehmedovic. Mehmedovic out wide. Oh, he skied it over the bar. Shah should have wrapped things up there, but spurned the opportunity as Marko Kravajevic goes to the bench again. Just over the head of Boris and Jordan Webb, and Zainul will now surely just hit this as hard as he can into Tampines territory and hope for the best. Zazul with a nice touch. Hazwan, Zazul's through on goal, referee playing advantage. Zazul into the area, can he get the equaliser in the dying embers? Pulls it back surely. Oh, another goal-saving interjection. How on earth have Balestier not scored there? Well, there's been 2 goal-saving tackles in this game. We saw Fadley earlier on, and that time it was Shah. Chaos could possibly ensue here. Zainul's going to get to this, is he? No! Oh, what a save, tipped over the bar from Shazwan, who's now made 3 world-class saves. What on earth do they have to do to score Balestier? Fadley this time. Zaiful stayed up. Comes across the face of all of them, Zaiful! Oh, blocked on the line. And Tampines get it away. What a dramatic conclusion to this match. Can a goalkeeper score from a throw-in? My word, it's still bouncing around to the edge of the area and just wide of the post. I think the whistle had got it, wouldn't have counted. I think there was a handball in there, and that should be that. Well, our referee blows for full time, Mr. Farhad Mohammed. Both sets of players out on their feet. It seems a lifetime ago now that Boris Kapulovic, with his 7th goal in 8 games, is finished here at our Tampines hub. Tampines Rovers 1, Balestier Khalsa 0.
I think just luck was not on our side today. We limited them to very few chances as well, especially in the second half. Even the first half, the goal was their only chance, clear-cut chance. The rest, we put in a great counter-attack today, and I think it's just unlucky.
It's a very tough game. I mean, in the second half, they came all out to attack us, and they had 2 big men up front. We had quite a difficult time to deal with them, but I think in the end we coped very well with their threats.
10 goals in total from the opening weekend. Emphatic victories for Albirex Niigata and Hougang United to kickstart their 2020 campaign, while Tampines Rovers were made to sweat against a much-improved Balestier Khalsa. The embryonic table sees a familiar top 3 who many feel will challenge for honours this year, but it remains to be seen how defending champions Brunei DPMM and new boys Lion City Sailors fare. They will be in action during Week 2, and we will review their matches in the next episode. Keep up with the SPL on our social channels below, and we will see you next time.